Yourself right now is addicted to these habits that you have right now. So when tomorrow you want to have new habits, your body's going to be like, we don't do that. I'm sorry. That's not actually who we are. Hello, everyone. It's Nikisha Bond, and we're back here to get our lives together live here on camera. And you might be asking yourself this question that I've asked myself several times. Why can't I be consistent? Why? Why? I have good intentions. I know what I want to do. I have goals. I have plans for myself. Why can I not do what I need to do every single day? So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to ask the AI because maybe we don't know the answer. I kind of know the answer because I kind of been working on myself a little bit, but we're going to see what the AI has to say about this. Okay. It's not discipline. It's identity. And I remember the first time that I heard this, it didn't really click exactly what they were saying, but it's like when you see yourself as somebody, you do those things because that's how you see yourself. For example, if you're a gym rat, you go to the gym. Why? Because that's what you do. That's part of your identity, right? It doesn't take any discipline. You're not trying to be consistent. That is who you are. You are a person who goes to the gym. So that is non-negotiable. That is what creating an identity around consistency really means. Meaning that if you want to get something done, you have to really see yourself as that person. It's not just about discipline, because if you see yourself as someone who doesn't go to the gym, it's very hard to get yourself to go to the gym because you don't see yourself as someone who goes to the gym. You see yourself as someone who's lazy. You see yourself as someone who doesn't have time for the gym. They're too busy for the gym. Versus a person who says, no, I'm a gym rat. That's what I do. Like, I get me in the gym every single day. I cannot live a day without the gym. I love exercise, those endorphins, quotes like endorphins don't exist. Anyways, I'm saying that because they really, really see that that's who they are. So that's how they show up in the world. So that's really what we have to do around trying to be consistent, is figure out what is that identity of the person who does these particular behaviors you're trying to be consistent with. You have to see yourself as that person before you'll get consistent and do those actions. I actually really like that. Your nervous system is loyal to your old self. Because your bad habits feel safe because they're familiar. You're used to doing them, right? So it's like if you're used to not doing something all the time, then getting up and doing it is going to make you feel really uncomfortable. So because you're used to them, doing something new makes you feel uncomfortable. And then that makes your nervous system be like, oh, I feel uncomfortable. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. But maybe that's the thing you need to do. And maybe your feelings are just loyal to your old self. That's kind of deep. Ooh, look at the psychology that's happening here. I love it. I love this for us. You're asking for a level 10 outcome with a level 1 identity. The mismatch creates inconsistency. I can see that. Like I said, if you think of yourself as one way and you're trying to do behaviors that don't align with who you think you are, it makes it really difficult to do those behaviors. Can you do it? Of course you can do it. You can push through, you can grind, you can work, but it doesn't seem like who you are. So it's always going to be like pushing that boulder uphill. But when it's aligned with who you are, you know what I'm saying? Then you just go and you do it because that's who you are, that you just do those things. I've been watching this guy, what's his name? Alex something. I'll put it on the screen. And he does rock climbing without ropes. What? Crazy. And I love it because what he's talking about is to be able to have that type of confidence in yourself. Like, I can climb this thing with the ropes. And if I didn't have the ropes, I don't think I would fall. But there's something about not having the ropes that makes you feel like, bro, I might fall. Even though with the ropes, you don't think you would fall. So you have to see yourself as a person who's climbing up the mountain who doesn't fall with or without the ropes. See how that type of identity? And if you were to see yourself as someone who, if they didn't have ropes, they would fall, do you think you would scale that mountain? Do you think you'd climb that mountain? No, because you see yourself as, if I don't have those ropes, I'm going to fall. So you can expect that you're going to fall. So it makes sense that way, right? So that's the way we have to kind of gather up that identity. And I think that comes from figuring out what that identity is. Those type of behaviors lines up with this type of person, and then kind of repeating it and repeating it, because like you said, yourself right now is addicted to these habits that you have right now. So when tomorrow you want to have new habits, your body's going to be like, we don't do that. I'm sorry. That's not actually who we are. Yeah, that's so cute of you, though. Thanks. Not who we are. So let's settle down, everybody. Settle down, settle down. Let's get back to doing what we always do, because that's what we always do. You see how quickly that happens? You had an idea, you were fired up, ready to go, and then boom, yourself just brings you back down. And it's to keep you safe, right? So we got to love ourselves a little bit. It's to keep us safe. But still, it sucks because you're like, I'm trying to move to the next level. I'm trying to be consistent in this new idea. Okay, let's keep going. Start with micro promises. Tiny wins that rebuild your self-trust and identity. I like that Because sometimes you ain't got it to do the big stuff. And it's a lot easier just to do the little stuff every single day that ends up being the big stuff. Let's say that you want to work out, right? You want to lose weight. When people decide that they want to lose weight, they get really excited. They buy all the clothes. They go out to the gym. They go to the gym and it's hard. If you haven't worked out, it's going to be hard. And you're going to see people who have been doing the work for a long time, and that can be very intimidating. So then it's like, you know what? I'm going to take the day off. Plus, my body hurts. I'm going to rest. And then all of a sudden, that turns into 2 days and 3 days and 4 days because you went out so hard versus saying, like, you know what? I'm just going to start walking 10 minutes every day. And then, when I come back, I'm going to do 2 push-ups when I get back. And then building these small, consistent habits that you do every day. It's not going to the gym with the fancy outfit, hanging out with all the muscle guys, but it is something that you can do and be consistent at. And imagine what your life would be like a year from now if it wasn't that I did this amazing burst at the beginning, bought all the clothes, did all the things, and then quit, but I actually built up these consistent habits that I did every single day. And now look at me, I'm going to the gym and I'm being consistent because I've built that trust within myself. So sometimes you have to take it back. You have to pull it back down to where you are right now, because that's that identity mismatch that I think Chat was trying to tell us about, thinking that you're one way that you're actually not. And it's hard when you're trying to move your life and you're not actually that person. So sometimes you got to be who you are today and do those little things every single day that are going to lead you up to being the person that you want to be. I like that. Consistency gets easy once it becomes who you are, not what you're forcing. Preach. That's a word to close on, right? Consistency, when that's who you are, it becomes easy. It just becomes who you are. Like, I'm a person who takes a shower every day. You don't ever have to tell me to take a shower. That's my identity. You'll never catch me without taking a shower. It's something I'm going to do every single day. Now, there's some people who don't feel like that. And guess what? They don't take showers every single day. And they find it really hard and really challenging. And why is it like this? And why do I have to do this? And, the water coming from the bottom cleans the top. No. Ooh, let me not even go down that route because I will get triggered. But what I'm saying is that when it becomes who you are, it becomes a lot easier to be consistent with it. So, what's your takeaway today? Start finding some small things that you can do every single day. Something that you could do every single day, or maybe you can do every other day, so that you can start building that trust within yourself, and that becomes your consistency. Find just a small thing that you can do every single day, even if it's just making up your bed. Making up your bed is huge, but if you do it every single day, you'd be like, oh, okay, boom. And then it becomes a habit, and then all of a sudden you become a person who makes up their bed. Like, you couldn't even imagine leaving the house without your bed made because you are a person who makes up their bed versus a person who, oh, I wish I could make up my bed. Oh, I admire those people who make up their bed. It's like, but you could be those people. It just has to be your identity. Anyways, make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe, and make sure that you share this with a friend who is trying to be consistent, especially as we go into the new year. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.